Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now on this Good Friday. Of course, we are coasting right on into Easter weekend, a very important weekend for a lot of us. Now, I can tell you the overall forecast is going to cooperate, but we are going to talk about that in detail here over the next few minutes. We're also going to be talking about in detail the next opportunity of rainstorms and still what appears to be some severe weather. That's going to be for this upcoming Monday. A few of the newest weather charts this morning are looking a little more interesting. So again, we'll get you caught up on those new details here momentarily as well. 77 today, so that's going to be nice. We'll call it a warm afternoon, mix of sun and cloud. A little more cloud in the morning, a little more sun in the afternoon, but it is going to be a windy day. That's the one thing you're going to notice. You've already noticed it, I'm sure, this morning. That North Texas wind machine, it is cranked. And some of you folks are going to be dealing with wind gusts out there today in excess of 40 miles per hour. Again, more on that coming up. But just looking around the region here, today is also a big travel day, especially, just kind of regionally, maybe traveling the family, maybe to grandma's house for Easter. And again, just looking around the region, it is quiet. This is great news here. In fact, to really find any true active weather, you have to look over my shoulder, and it's currently out in the Pacific West. It all has to do with an upper level storm system just off the coast of California. The only reason I'm taking time to mention that is that storm system, that is what is eventually going to be moving out for this upcoming Monday, giving us the opportunity of active weather. You can see it right there. But the good news is, before it gets here on this upcoming Monday, you can see currently we're in this ridging pattern. You can see the jet stream kind of bumps up and over North Texas. And again, we've really been talking about this all week. That pattern, it's a quiet pattern. It's typically a warmer pattern. And again, simply put, there's normally not a lot of weather complications with that. So that is your forecast heading into Easter weekend. And again, that right there looks good. This is going to be the only problem on the forecast. You can see it arriving just in time for Monday. And you can see that area of white right there. That's going to be the jet stream energizing. And it's in a direct position to move directly over North Texas. And as that happens, the opportunity of rain and storms, yes, but again, also that opportunity of some severe weather as well. So from the Storm Prediction Center, again, this is already looking at a couple days. Keep in mind, this will continue to change. This will continue to evolve, but they are already pinning on some red. Again, this would be for this upcoming Monday, the opportunity of severe weather here. And again, the main concern right now, hail and wind, but there may be some type of a tornado threat trying to develop as well. Again, it's still a little murky. The details are a little murky because it's several days away, but we will keep you up to date on that as we go through the weekend. Just looking at some of the data coming in, this is not the high-res stuff yet, but just looking at some of the data, again, you can see it's mainly going to be the dry line, right? We're going to watch the dry line late in the day. We may have thunderstorms develop along that. Any storms that form along the dry line, they could be supercellular, moving across North Texas, and then eventually later in the day on Monday, truly Monday night, early Tuesday morning, we'll have a cold front move through, more than likely with another line of storms. So kind of a classic spring setup, the way it looks for, again, this upcoming Monday. Otherwise, let's back up in time. Let's go and talk about today. And the big story, again, it's going to be the wind, right? Some 30, 35, you see it right there. Even some near 40 mile per hour wind gusts as we go through the afternoon. Little blowing dust, not even impossible out in our western counties. The winds will begin to relax as we head into the evening. It'll still be a breezy weekend for Saturday and Sunday, but not an overly windy weekend. Today is truly going to be the windy day. Otherwise, again, just kind of talking about Easter weekend here, you can see temperatures, they do remain relatively warm. In fact, by Easter Sunday, we'll be right up around 80. We're completely dry all weekend. And again, for sunrise services Easter morning, Sunday morning, 64. So not a bad temperature there to start out with. Otherwise, today, you can see mid-upper 70s to right around 80. Mix of sun and clouds, windy. You can see those winds, at least locally in the Metroplex, could easily be gusting in excess of 35 miles per hour through a good part of the afternoon. Winds do begin to slowly come down this evening. Friday evening plans look good. Temperatures through the 70s. We're completely dry. We'll bottom out tonight in the mid to upper 50s to right around 60. That's how we start our Saturday. And then as we go through Saturday, again, some upper 70s to right around 80, maybe even a few mid 80s out in our western counties. So again, Easter weekend looking good. There's that opportunity of rain and storms this upcoming Monday, and then slightly cooler by the middle part of next week.